Devangna Goyal, founder of Good Cause Collab, a socially responsible citizen of this country, and a person who is working to bring change in our society.
I believe in that. अगर मन में चाह है कुछ करने की तो सब कुछ काम इजी लगेगा, है ना? अगेन बट कैसा होता है जॉब में, आई वुड से देयर लिमिटेशंस इन टर्म्स ऑफ, बिकॉज डिपेंड्स ऑन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑल्सो.
In this episode, we'll listen to some news stories, we'll be seeing the unknown side of corporate social responsibility or CSR, and we'll be learning so much more than we ever have imagined, that I ever have imagined about CSR.
That you are privileged. You are privileged to have good food, luxury life. Example. When I say luxury, it's very subjective, but luxury life, clean water, good housing, comfortable clothes, shoes. You have all these access to all this on a daily basis. Now think of a same, if you're 18, example, your age is 18, you know. So think of another 18-year-old boy, you know, who lives on the street. And look at how he doesn't have, you know, one pair or more than two pair of clothes, and he has, like, you know, a rotten shoes, something like that, and he doesn't have clean water to bathe also, you know, on a daily basis. So if today you have an opportunity to, at least as per your age, at least, you know.
So, without any further ado, let's get into it. Welcome to the podcast.
So, yes, welcome Devangna ma'am. Thank you so much for coming up on Kya Halchal podcast. And yes, what's your halchal?
It's amazing. Thank you so much for inviting. आपके वजह से बहुत बढ़िया हालचाल है.
That's so good to hear. So yes, so Devangna, firstly, though, I really want to thank you for, like, as I said, for coming up on the platform. It's an honor for us to have you over here and to talk about CSR initiatives, especially because we are ourselves, like, in our college only, we are ourselves working on the same. We are learning about it. So किसी से सीखना हमारे लिए भी, जिन्होंने इतना इसमें मतलब ग्रो किया है, इतना इसके मतलब इतने सारे इनिशिएटिव्स इन्होंने चलाया है CSR के अंदर, एंड दे हैव डन सो मेनी थिंग्स. इट्स रियली अ ग्रेट pleasure and great learning experience for all of us. So thank you so much for that.
It gives me immense pleasure, you know, to be here, especially being invited by such young, you know, crowd. Actually, like, for me, my like, you know, belief is to empower young youth. Basically, that's why my team is also always, you know, young students from different universities. So I was very much impressed when you invited me when I went through the profile. So yeah, you guys are doing great work. Kudos to you guys. And together, let's make our country, you know, a developed nation instead of developing.
Definitely, that's the very first learning and a really great learning for our today's podcast. Yes, and yes, all of this is possible because of the fantabulous team, because of my friend Man, Hardik Bhaiya, Krishna over here. It's just because of them and because of our friend Mihir. Today he is not over here, but yes, it's a great pleasure for, and because of all of them, I'm having this opportunity. We all are having this opportunity to conduct this. So thank you guys, and yes. So let's begin our today's session. The very first thing I want to ask you, ma'am, is that getting into CSR was something that was pre-planned, already planned in your mind, or was it a spontaneous decision that came across in your life?
So I started my journey as a volunteer. So while doing my graduation from Ahmedabad University HL College back in 2010, I got an opportunity to volunteer for various organizations. I was a part of a forum which was voluntary. So during those 3 years, I, you know, was very much interested in doing social work. And as like many students, you know, you pursue MBA, you plan to do a lot of you pursue higher education, right? So like a typical, you know, industries like finance, HR, entrepreneurship at that time was also very new. So when I came to know about something like a development sector course, that was something wherein, you know, I decided I want to pursue my career in that field. Again, it was very challenging because right now a lot of people know about CSR. CSR is a very known term, you know, very used term. But back in 2013, no one knew about it. And coming from a Marwadi business class family, honestly, my dad was not that much inclined me being pursuing this sector, because वही लगता था, you know, NGO में मतलब क्या ही होगा, and volunteer work समझा जाता है NGO को, which is very very true, because मतलब अगर volunteer कोई नहीं करेगा तो ये sector आगे बढ़ ही नहीं सकता है. But I don't know why I felt the need of being a professional. There's no fixed reason, there was no strategy, but I just felt the need because of my exposure during my graduation. You know, I volunteered for Ankanya Group, Anjan Mandal, used to sell Rakis made by blind girls, used to write exams for blind boys, So all these activities, we used to conduct a fun fair. So all these activities made me, pursue this sector as a professional. Back in 2013, I pursued my MBA, my master's degree in this field, basically. So yeah, that was again in 2013. That was a planned decision.
One thing I have to say about this is कि काफी सारे experiences थे before getting into CSR. I am assuming कि आपको as an individual काफी experienced होना पड़ता है and आपको एक भनक होनी चाहिए हर एक चीज की. जैसे like you said, you wrote paper for blind boys, you sell rakis, and you did a lot of things before properly starting your own initiative. So taking that in mind, my next question to you is related to that only, that when you started your initiative, what was your expectations as of like you आपके दिमाग में कुछ पहले से ही था कि हाँ मेरी जर्नी स्टार्ट से ऐसी होगी, then I'll be going to this thing, then I'll be doing this thing, like was it a proper thing you were having in mind when you started, and like you were expecting this, and what turned out to be the reality, like what were your own expectations from your initiative कि आप start करोगे तो कैसा होंगे, and what it turned out to be, like what the outcome was, what the reality was at the beginning.
सो जब मैंने परस्यू कर लिया, लाइक MBA मेरा कंप्लीट हो गया 2015 में, तो मुझे तो ऑनेस्टली जॉब का ही था. आई ऑलवेज वांटेड टू वर्क विद सम ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. आई नेवर वांटेड टू स्टार्ट समथिंग ऑफ माय ओन. द रीजन बीइंग एट दैट टाइम स्पेशली एनजीओज का ही कल्चर था कि यू कैन स्टार्ट योर ओन NGO. So during all the interviews, wherever I was asked, even like I was awarded during my graduation an award for social work. So that time I used to always say कि मुझे किसी के साथ जुड़ के काम करना है. I always believed in capacity building. सो जब मैंने शुरू किया एज अ जॉब, तो वही था, स्टेबिलिटी होता है, एक अमाउंट, एक फिक्स इनकम मिलती है. सो मेरा वही थिंकिंग था कि मुझे जॉब करना है. अगेन टिपिकल थिंकिंग कैसी होती है NGO सेक्टर में कि प्रोग्रामेटिक वर्क होता है, फील्ड पे आप जाते हैं, या तो आप एजुकेशन के लिए काम करो, डिफरेंटली एबल्ड के लिए काम करो. सो व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड, तो मेरा भी वही था प्लान, बिकॉज अगेन जितना भी एक्सपोजर मिला था उस वजह से ही थिंकिंग थी. बट देन अल्टीमेटली when I worked with an NGO since International India for 3 years, so वहाँ से मेरा एक्चुअल जर्नी, आई ऑलवेज से टू एवरीबडी, वहाँ से मेरा एक्चुअल जर्नी शुरू हुआ. तो वहाँ पे जाके मैंने फंड रेजिंग सीखा, इवेंट्स में मुझे पहले से इंटरेस्ट था. सो जो पहला का प्लान था, इफ यू आस्क मी, दैट वाज ऑलवेज इनटू प्रोग्राम्स, नॉट नोइंग, लाइक नॉट फ्लुएंट इन गुजराती एंड बीइंग लाइक अहमदाबादी, लैंग्वेज बैरियर तो एक था ही बच्चों को पढ़ाने के सबसे. बट आई ट्राइड दैट, बट अल्टीमेटली देन आई वाज शिफ्टेड इन fundraising, event fundraising, corporate fundraising, something like that. And then I did my job for like overall 8 years, and then I started Good Cause Collab back in 2022.
Okay, so now when you say about Good Cause Collab, I was having this question in my mind, is like, now you are into CSR, now you are running Good Cause Collab, which is doing so well. I've seen your Instagram page, you guys are doing so many activities. I mean, you did one, if I'm not wrong, you also did one with you did an event at Volvo, I guess, in collaboration with Divesties.
Yes, correct. Yes.
So yes, I used to work over there before. So
nice.
So now it's very crazy to see that how, like, in terms of what we can say, in terms of fame, in terms of personality, you have grown so much. Your organization has grown so much in terms of its brand equity, in terms of how it's working, and it has impacted a lot of lives. But somewhere I feel all of this is very tough. Like ये कोई आसान बात बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. Because I can say that because मेरा खुद का भी like पहले एक खुद का initiative था. I can say like in 2020 I started my own initiative called Jal. Basically it was an internet initiative जिसमें मैं चाहता था कि through my online work I'll be spreading awareness about water crisis, since it was not a topic which was talked a lot upon. So ये एक plan था. I started it, and I'll be honest, I failed very miserably at it. The organization is still running. It's just that now as a founder, I'm not working anymore over there, because it's my co-founders are doing a fantastic job, and yes, kudos to them. But I, as a person, for the very first time in COVID, it was doing very well. Everything was going fine. But in the later stage, it became very tough to handle the things, because I was not having that itna saath mein, like, because it was pandemic. I guess that was the advantage. People will get to know about it and have to invest so much of my time in it, because it was just a hobby. So I never thought कि इतना tough हो जाएगा ये. Which brings me to the next question, that which is more easier, a job or running a CSR organization? आपको क्या लगता है, like एक इन दोनों में से क्या सबसे ज़्यादा easy होगा करना for anyone who thinks कि like अगर if they have to choose from this?
See, I'll be really honest, कुछ भी easy नहीं है life में. Being very honest, because everything is very difficult. मैंने job किया तो I know how difficult it is, है ना. वो fixed income आती है, अच्छा लगता है, but उसके लिए कितनी मेहनत करनी होती है. Again, it's very tough. It's not easy.
True.
है ना. So again, starting your own organization, working for the work cause, you know, being a self passionate person, again that is also very difficult. Easy, I would say, जब आपका will होता है ना, I know it sounds very cliche, but if there's a will, there's a way. आई बिलीव इन दैट, ऑनेस्टली आई बिलीव इन दैट. अगर मन में चाह है कुछ करने की तो सब कुछ काम इजी लगेगा, है ना. अगेन बट कैसा होता है जॉब में, आई वुड से देयर लिमिटेशंस इन टर्म्स ऑफ, बिकॉज डिपेंड्स ऑन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑल्सो. बट अगर कोई बहुत एस्टैब्लिश वेल एस्टैब्लिश एमएनसी है या यू नो सी ऐसा पर्सपेक्टिव सभी, एग्जाम्पल आई एम जस्ट टेकिंग रिलायंस फाउंडेशन हो गया, अदानी, कोई ऐसा बड़ा कोई संस्था है, तो वहां पे क्या फिक्स होगा कि हायर की पर्सपेक्टिव से कि हमें यही इनिशिएटिव्स पे ही करना है. तो वहां पे लिमिटेशंस आएगी कोई भी पर्सन के लिए, एम्प्लॉय के लिए, यू नो, टू वर्क. सो इजी उस वजह से रहेगा कि क्योंकि एस्टैब्लिश है तो यू नो द गुड कनेक्ट्स, यू कैन लाइक वर्क ऑन द कॉज एंड समथिंग लाइक दैट. बट अगर वही कोई न्यू कंपनी, जैसे जहां जहां मैंने काम किया है, तो दोज वर वेरी न्यू कंपनीज इन टर्म्स ऑफ CSR. सो वहां मेरे को पॉजिटिव चीज, इजी चीज जो थी कि मैं आई टेक इट एज इजी थिंग फॉर मी बिकॉज आई लव चैलेंजिंग वर्क, है ना. तो आई कुड एक्सप्लोर, आई कुड इनिशिएट, आई कुड टेक डिसीजंस बिकॉज दैट वाज द पोजीशन आई हैड ऑल्सो. बट चैलेंजिंग चीज इसमें भी ये होती है कि यू नो कि क्या काम करना है, सब काम करना है, एक ही जन को सब काम करना है, समथिंग लाइक दैट. सो व्हेन यू टॉक अबाउट CSR in particular, nothing is easy, just like finance, HR, marketing. But yeah, if you like your work, obviously you'll you know do it very well.
True. That's I guess that's very much evident considering today's generation as well. If you love something, you'll do it amazingly.
Yeah.
So yes, I very much agree to that. And now moving on. Now this is a question that I think I should not be asking, क्योंकि again we are on a podcast. हम लोग ऐसा like I want you to answer this question, but I want कि आप इसमें कोई like you don't take any names because again we don't want to plug anyone. But like now you have conducted, your organization has conducted so many events. इतने सारे आपने events किए हैं, आपने इतने सारे collaborations किए हैं. What was that one event जिसको आपने सोचा था कि like it will be very exciting, like बहुत आपके मन में expectation थी कि एकदम ही जबरदस्त जाएगा, but turned out to be a flop, and there was like a chief guest who you thought कि ये आएंगे तो हमारे event पे एकदम से 4 चांद लग जाएंगे, like वो ये बोलेंगे कुछ भी, it would be fantastic, but जब वो आए expectations से like it was not what you thought it would be. So did you had any such kind of experience when you like did so many events in the beginning phase, in the middle phase, or even now?
See, I'll be really honest, चीफ गेस्ट जैसा कॉन्सेप्ट जो है, मतलब नो ऑफेंस टू एनीवन, बट मैं उसमें मानती नहीं इतना. व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड, आई ऑलवेज लाइक स्टिल आई एम इनटू द कॉज. सो इफ आई जस्ट शेयर वेरी क्विकली अबाउट गुड कॉज कोलैब, सो वी डू दोज इवेंट्स which I feel no one else is doing that much. And again, these are like my dreams, if I term it broadly. So I started with Moj Mela. It was a fun fair for underprivileged kids. Same thing I did at college level. I was leading it. But यहाँ पे अलग अलग brands को onboard करना, you know, different NGOs को बुलाना and all. So इस तरीके का event. Recently we did an event for pet parents. So again, ऐसा कोई event नहीं करता. Every event has a charity partner, something like that. So chief guest वाला concept अभी तक मैंने लिया ही नहीं. I'll be really honest. So अगर वो आपके क्वेश्चन में से मैं अगर चीफ गेस्ट वाला पॉइंट बोलूँ, यू नो, so I've never relied upon any chief guest during GCC's work. But in terms of, you can say, success, failure, the way, like, you know, you're asking, so I would not call it as a flop kind of an event, but monetary wise, because obviously while as a social entrepreneur, you know, my basic, say goal is to at least reduce the cost. And that's how I collaborate with like-minded partners, in-kind partners. So like example, you know, for Funfair, if Kabhi bhi is there, so at least make food apne end se arranging karna, something like that. So I recently did an event in the month of April on International Dance Day. So that was the event wherein I expected a lot of crowd, individuals to participate. That's how we were going to raise funds for the event. And obviously the fixed costs like logistics, you know, in terms of stage and all that. So because of that cost is very high. So that particular event did not go as well as I expected. And but again, I don't call it as a flop event, because the smiles which I could see on those children, you know, faces, जो जीवन तीर्थ NGO के आए थे, those were very priceless. They learned dancing from an esteemed Zumba instructor. So for me, that was a success. But yes, monetary wise and practically, yeah, that was not what I thought and what happened.
a very safe answer, thankfully. So we thought like, yeah, that's like, I guess, kabhi kabhar these kind of questions, these are like, I know it's a bit risky, but it's important to know because our podcast mainly aims to bring the professional side and the technical side of running a CSR right now because we are talking about CSR, but it's like basically we want to explore different professions. And so we want to go into the like technicalities, we want to deep dive into it, we want to understand every single avenue, every single what we can say, every single point I want to understand of that. And that's why I know this is, I know sometimes some questions I shouldn't be asking, but since it's something that I want to keep very raw, I am asking this question because it's important for every one of us to know that there are things, these things are bound to happen. Like for me it happened, so I thought that taking my experiences in
Yeah.
consideration, this must be a question that I should ask, taking the risk. And yes, it's a very safe answer, so bach gaye aaj ke liye. So yes, so moving on, now I want to know one thing, like you have been running this for a while now. What things you would like, if you had to suggest someone, let's say I want to start my own CSR initiative, as an experienced individual, what things you will see in me, what things you will expect that I should be knowing when I'm starting CSR initiative, what things you would want from me to put in the initiative that I'm starting, and what are the skill sets and what are the things, what are the skills basically, what are the skills and skill sets and stuff that I should be having and that I should be possessing and I should be aware of in order to make my initiative a successful one. And if someone wants to enter in the same, what tips would you give to them?
So very quickly, I feel three things. एक तो आपको market research मतलब आपको करना चाहिए.
Okay.
It should be for masses also. Second,
Mhm.
so again like if I elaborate market research, so CSR में भी कौन सी चीजें का कहाँ पे like gap industry wise. So in my case, as I told you, charity events, that was something no one is doing. So if someone wants to start, they should do a market research. Then they should be, it should be for the masses. Your services should be for the masses, not for the particular section. Because again, and there should be like, you should always enhance your skills also. In terms of skills, as in like, example in my case, if it's fundraising, corporate fundraising, event fundraising, but then should be add-on services also. So maybe you should learn or you should hire that kind of a team, something like that. And in terms of skill set, which you asked, the second question was, so I think basic skill set is obviously knowledge about CSR sector. So you are doing a course, maybe full-time course, MBA, or short courses, something like that. Online courses now, so many are available, something like that. Grassroots knowledge is also very important, I feel, in this sector specifically. So once you have those kind of knowledge, then only you can do something for the society. Because again, just being a spokesperson, like what is CSR, corporate social responsibility, in terms of like company perspectives, right? So there is a programmatic team and there's a management team, or public relations team, something like that. So if you are the second side, then you should have a programmatic knowledge. बिकॉज जब तक आपको पता ही नहीं होगा कि अगर ब्लाइंड बच्चे हैं उनकी क्या जरूरत है, आप कोई एक सीएसआर हेड को या किसी को भी कैसे वो बात बताएंगे ना. यू कैन जस्ट रीड अ शॉर्ट नोट और अ प्रपोजल एंड जस्ट से इट. You should understand it. So that kind of knowledge you should have. Yeah. And in terms of tips, I mean, being very honest, like nothing like tips I would say. But again, you have to be very compassionate. You have to be very self-driven because it's a very challenging sector. Again, monetary wise, it's not like finance or marketing, something like that, or IT sector wherein a person can earn really well, because this sector is not like the other sectors in terms of money, in terms of visibility, in terms of experience also.
Now, during this whole conversation, one point I noticed is like, this is something that I really want to focus upon, is the monetary terms. Because I think that in a CSR, the monetary aspect is very important for everyone to understand. Because somewhere they don't, like, there is this general perspective among the society that to start a CSR initiative, to start a non-profit initiative, you won't get any monetary resources on itself. You have to invest, I guess, this is might be somewhere in the ballpark, but 90% or more than 90% you will have to invest from your own side only. Even in fundraising events like now you have done so many fundraising events. There must be certain times where certain nuances where people are like, like not not giving so much, because they're like, they'll be like, why should we give, like what is CSR, why should I give, how will CSR help me, why I should do it. So first thing I want to know from you is that. The second thing I want to know from you is that in terms of, like as you said, monetary terms is very important. So let's say, like, what you thought ki, like people would be helping us, like you thought ki certain amount of people would be helping me with the monetary terms by fundraising and so, and let's say that didn't happen. So from our side, how do we back up that plan, or like if we don't have that much of monetary resources, then will our initiative be closed, or is there any way that we can still save it? These two things I want to know.
Good. See, for the first part which you asked me, just to show you're wrong in terms of this notion. So ऐसा नहीं है कि हमें खुद से invest करना होता है. Now, if someone has done a master's or a graduation in this particular field and you're working, so if example someone is starting with a job, that person will get a salary, no? So just like any HR company, marketing, something like that, everybody is getting paid. So while working in an NGO, I was also paid, right? So any professional, development sector professional will be paid. Now, if someone is starting as an entrepreneur only, social entrepreneur with a CSR cause or something like that, now if a person is starting as a Section 8 company, that's an NGO, that's a very different thing. Something like my thing, like Good Cause Collab, so doing events or working as a consultant, as a freelancer. So everybody can charge, I mean, a remuneration. So it's not like we have to invest money. Now, if I talk particularly about event in terms of fundraising, right? So example, dance event example, right? So there are fixed costs, so you have to plan it accordingly, X amount आपका expense होगा, Y amount आपको इतनी income चाहिए to cover that cost. So Y amount कैसा raise करेंगे? Through individuals होता है, through companies होता है, right? Online platforms से अगर कोई करना चाह रहा है fundraising, something like that. So कोई भी आप event करो तो ऐसा नहीं कि आपको अपने pocket से डालना है. आप pocket से कब डालेंगे? अगर आप खुद से ही करेंगे. I always believe there should be a togetherness, there should be collaboration, there should be a partnership, right? So अगर आप पार्टनरशिप करते हैं कोई भी ब्रांड्स के साथ, अब जैसे वही डांस इवेंट है, पलेडियम ने वेन्यू दे दी, बिकॉज एनी डांस इवेंट आई शुड हैव अ वेन्यू ना. सो ऐसा नहीं कि खुद के पॉकेट से डाला. सो फॉर दैट यू डिड अ पार्टनरशिप. या सो जस्ट क्लैरिफाइंग ओवरऑल इन अ जिस्ट that if you want to start your own CSR initiative in terms of events, it's not like you have to put in money. You can look out for partners, like-minded partners who can come on board, and that will help you reduce the cost.
Wouldn't it be a bit difficult, because like in the starting phase, wouldn't it be a bit difficult to get partners, or am I like or is it completely opposite or a different story? Like, is it difficult in the starting stage to, like, because it's like people will definitely look at your work, like what you have done, and like why should I invest you, they will ask that. So would that be a difficult thing that we should consider about, or it won't be such a challenge?
See, it's a challenge. Definitely, it's a challenge. But being any enterprise, for profit or not for profit, or a social entrepreneur, who supports you first? Always remember your friends, family, your family circle, something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So अगर आज मैं एग्जांपल एक फॉर प्रॉफिट ड्राई फ्रूट का स्टोर भी ओपन करूंगी, मैं कैसे एक्सपेक्ट करूंगी ना मार्केटिंग का कॉस्ट अगर मैं नहीं डालूंगी, बट मैं क्या एक्सपेक्ट करूंगी, मेरे फ्रेंड्स फैमिली तो आएंगे ना खरीदने के लिए, समथिंग लाइक दैट. सो अगर आपको इवेंट पर्सपेक्टिव से यू आर थिंकिंग टू स्टार्ट, तो कौन आएंगे? आपके फ्रेंड्स फैमिली तो आएंगे ना रजिस्टर करने के लिए, समथिंग लाइक दैट. सो किसी की भी जर्नी आई बिलीव ऐसे ही शुरू होती है, राइट? जैसे अगर हम ऑनेस्ट अहमदाबाद का एक ऑनेस्ट का एग्जाम्पल ले, लारी का, यू मस्ट बी अवेयर, राइट? एक लारी होती थी ऑनेस्ट की पहले, तो वो भी कैसे इतना बड़ा बिजनेस बना ना. अगेन दैट्स अ फूड थिंग, बट अगेन जस्ट गिव एन एग्जांपल, नोन पीपल आते, फिर वर्ड ऑफ माउथ पब्लिसिटी होता है ना. तो अगेन गेटिंग पार्टनर्स इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट, बट फॉर दैट यू कैन कनेक्ट विद योर, जैसे कनेक्ट के थ्रू आप जा सकते हो, रेफरेंस किसी का ले सकते हो, एंड मेनली इट्स अबाउट रीचिंग टू एवरीबडी. इट्स नॉट लाइक कि इसी जगह पे करना है तो मैं इसी को कनेक्ट करूंगा, नहीं. आपको उसके लिए 10-20 लोगों को कनेक्ट करना पड़ेगा. तो लाइक फंड रेजिंग में भी ऐसे होता है, इफ यू आर कनेक्टिंग विद 100 पीपल, then you get a chance of it actually connecting with 10 like-minded people, and actually उसमें से 2 होंगे जो आपको कनेक्ट करेंगे, तो उसके लिए आपको 100 लोगों को कनेक्ट करना है, something like that. So yeah, partnership is very difficult, but then that is the thing, that is the tip I would say now, कि वो अगर आपने कर लिया ना, तो आपके इवेंट्स भी, क्योंकि आपको इवेंट्स क्यों करने, क्योंकि आपको विजिबिलिटी अगर चाहिए, something like that. So you should connect with lot of people then.
That's now that makes a lot more sense now, because I guess it's very true in the terms of like word of mouth is a very strong thing. I feel
Correct.
it's like even after we are having such a modern like frameworks, we are having so many modern frameworks, marketing strategies, and whatnot.
Yeah.
And on the top of that, we are having so many case studies as well. Like recently, only we had this discussion on our podcast only about that how so many case studies are there out in the market done by students only, which can help you understand different frameworks and strategies.
Correct.
But this thing has still been a very powerful tool. I don't know from when, but from a very long time, from as for as long as I can remember, word of mouth has been one of the best ways of marketing.
Correct.
Even in today's day and age only, we are seeing so many. Like I have personally seen myself that so many businesses have grown so much just by references,
Correct.
especially in Ahmedabad.
Correct.
So, but again, now this is one part of it that okay, like now we have covered the basics, like why you have started, like we have got to know your story. We have seen that how things are, like what were expectations and reality. We understood some technicalities that how we do marketing, how we get partners, and what are the monetary aspects and viewpoints. Now I want to know that why, like, why one should get into CSR. I want to know, like, as a normal Indian citizen, why I should invest my time in CSR, and how will it help anyone? Because I guess this is one of the things that a lot of people don't know, that how their contribution will help. So if I'm a normal human, I'm just a normal I'm just a normal person, not a podcaster, not anything, just a normal student sitting over here. And you have to say that please, and you have to just say to me, you have to like somehow you have to bring me to believe in the fact that CSR is the need of the hour. Then what will you like? What will you say? What will you like? What will you say to me as a CSR founder, as a founder of Good Cause Club? What will you say to me that will change my perspective towards CSR and make me invest my time in it?
I would just say one thing that you are privileged. You are privileged to have good food, luxury life. Example, when I say luxury, it's very subjective, but luxury life, clean water, good housing, comfortable clothes, shoes. You have all these access to all this on a daily basis. Now think of a same, if you're 18, example, your age is 18, you know. So think of another 18-year-old boy, you know, who lives on the street, and look at how he doesn't have, you know, one pair or more than two pair of clothes, and he has like, you know, a rotten shoes, something like that, and he doesn't have clean water to bathe also, you know, on a daily basis. So if today you have an opportunity to, at least as per your age, at least, you know, to join the sector or learn about it or join an organization, so that boys like your age, you know, coming from an underprivileged background, a lower poverty, living below poverty line, you know, so you should, you know, invest your time. As a volunteer, if you think, you can visit such organizations and give your time in teaching them, because your parents gave you that life because they could afford it, right? You were, I believe, like if we are born in a privileged family, then it's a duty, it's a moral duty to actually give back to the society. Yeah, it's a most simple and kind thing to do. Yeah, so I would personally say to everyone, and I always say that जितना भी है share कर सकते हैं. Obviously, I'm not saying आप अपने घर की पूरी जायदाद का 1% दे दो. No, it doesn't work that way. Obviously,
True, true.
but अपना time दो. Mainly time is everything. And अगर if you join as a, you know, professional in this sector, there are perks. ऐसा नहीं है perks नहीं है. Honestly, jobs में भी perks है. Obviously, compared to marketing और IT ऐसा नहीं होगा. But being very honest and sounds very cliche, but the satisfaction you get, you know, while working this sector, you'll be earning also and you'll be giving back to the society also at the same time. So that is very beautiful, and that is the most kindest thing to do, I believe. Yeah.
Wow, that's a new way to seeing to it. I guess that's a really great explanation. I'll be very honest. That's a very great way to putting it forward. To put it forward, it's like there is a very great proverb that goes with all that is there. That is, you don't know what someone else is going through unless you walk in their shoes.
Correct.
So now I want to know something about, like, now we have explored the technicalities part and everything. Now I want to know about you and about your team and about Good Cause Collab. So we'll start with Good Cause Collab and your team. Uh, how does it feel like? How, like, if you have to tell me about something about your team that is the best character or the best trait that you are having, and for which you feel very lucky to be with your team? Because I feel that a team is very important in running any non-profit organization. Even this podcast, I guess our team is very important that to run this. So because of them only, we are like having everything over here. We are doing this. So yes. So what one thing you are very appreciative of your team? Like, what is it? Anything that you think that makes them the best team that you are having?
So to share with you, I like Good Cause Collab. We work with interns or consultants. So whenever we have events in particular, or whenever we have a project, when I say project, there are many NGOs, who want our consultancy services. So we work through a consultancy model. So when we started with Moj Mela last, that was the first event, flagship event, what we call it. So we had two consultants. So every year, like when we did the second edition, next year we'll be doing the third edition. So as a team, having them on board, having that kind of commitment. So once a team member is there with you for 2-3 years, something like that. So they also start envisioning, that particular event to take it to the higher level. So I think that is the best part of, having such a team. And majorly, I'm sharing, I believe in empowering youth, because I started my journey at the age of 18 when I
Oh
joined my
wow.
first year
Oh
in
wow.
college, yeah, as a volunteer. And I was like very impressed, or very much fascinated with doing this work and pursuing it. So I feel if today also I can give like and that kind of knowledge to half people also, like in my circle, especially youth, so that will actually help the entire like sector that way. So I believe in having a young team. So currently I'm having two beautiful, amazing interns, and who are with us here at the podcast. They are very dedicated and very sincere. That is the best quality, I would say, because again, this is a very different kind of a field. इसमें वो marketing में ये करना है, like sales करना है, something like that. It's not there. So as a founder, when I have such in different ideas, interesting ideas, and if as a team, I have the same kind of a thinking, even like 1% it helps. In my case, it's more than 50%, being very honest. So that really helps, and that I'm a go-getter. I never give up, honestly. And if the same thing my team also has, then it's amazing. So for which I'm very thankful. So having the same thing, team, with the same thinking is very important.
Wow, you are really appreciative towards your team. That really shows that the bonding, the teamwork, like the unity among you guys. I guess I'm not even having the correct words to express that how
Yeah.
good it is to have such a kind of cooperation and bonding. But yes, that's very. I guess I again, as I said, I feel it's very important because I have experienced like when I was working with Jal, I have worked with multiple teams because at the very initial stage, the teamwork was not very much fitting in. Maybe as a leader myself, I was lacking somewhere. I learned it over and over again. Today, I am here learning again as well with this team. So yes, that's very. I guess that's a very great way and a very way where you are showing your gratitude towards your team. That's very. That's really amazing and that I'm speechless. So yes. So moving on now, you have also got a lot of recognition for your work, and because of that, you have worked with some really great known personalities as well for your like events. So and for one, I guess if I'm not wrong, you did one with Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel as well.
Correct.
So I want to know something about that. How was it? Because it's like one of those fantasies, like to have the chief minister, to have him at your event, to have him as the chief guest, to interact with him. Did you like? So how was it? Did you interact with him? What did you ask? How was everything? I want to know about it.
Elaborating on that, Cyclothon, that's the flagship event of Sense India. So I first volunteered with them back in 2013. 2013-14, I volunteered for that event. And then in 2016, when I joined, the organization, so till 2019, I took that event, at a massive level, I would say. And as a consultant, I started working 2 years ago with them every year for this particular event. So this, because it was a 10th year as a team, at Sense India, all of us were very passionate to take it to the another level. Having Phenolix Pipes as a title sponsor really helped
Oh
us.
wow.
Yeah. So that was a time when, because of them, as a sponsor, we could have Shri Bhupendra Bhai Patel as the chief guest in our event. Seeing him talking about deaf blindness, seeing him supporting the event, like literally gave me goosebumps because I'm associated with that NGO since 10 years, you know, as I'm sharing. So that was a very mesmerized experience, if I term it broadly. Unfortunately, I couldn't have that, one-on-one interaction because we just had like 15 minutes of his time, which was majorly into
Okay.
like, bringing him in and then flag off and all. But for the cause, I believe having such a personality on board makes a lot of difference, you know. And for the organizations where I work as a consultant, if having such personalities on board, because of my support, I take it that way. So it's good job for me, and it boosts my morale. Being very honest, and now the whole idea is to take it up to another level, and you never know, we might have Mr. Narendra Modi next year for that particular event because you
Wow.
should dream on,
If you do, just send us the first invite. We'll be the first ones to come
yeah,
because we want to we would just want to experience that
yeah.
spectacular moment. So yes.
But I would really say he's very, very approachable. Sir Shri Bhupendra Bhai Patel is very approachable. So गवर्नमेंट के साथ if I say गुड कॉज कोलैब का या दिमागना गोयल भाटिया का इतना काम मैंने किया नहीं. I was always into corporates. But what I've understood from this event also that he is very approachable. Government
Hmm.
in general is very approachable.
Wow.
Yes.
That's, I guess, ये सबको जानना चाहिए that government is really very approachable
Correct.
at times because I guess कि a lot of people are not knowing कि उन तक पहुंचे कैसे कई in a lot of terms, like there are so many ways in which आप government को बता सकते हैं अपने problems के बारे में, the things that you are facing, the things that you think needs change. And I guess if that much of awareness everyone starts having now, then I guess in the future we might not be needing non-profits or CSR because people will be aware themselves aware enough
Correct.
to contribute their own part to the country. If they just know the fact that how to connect with the government and how to make sure that the things that needs to be changed is being handled.
Okay.
So now, well, this conversation with every question is getting deeper and deeper and deeper. So the next thing that I want to ask you is, now we have also known about Good Cause Collab, and you must have seen a lot of different initiatives throughout your journey. You have collaborated with a lot of corporates, organizations. You have also seen other initiatives, other CSR consultancies, and so many other entities doing the same thing. If you had to tell me about one such entity, which one it would be?
Doing great work.
Doing great work, yeah.
Again, Sense India, because I always had that belief also that NGO सही काम करे कि नहीं करे, because घर से भी honestly ऐसी conditioning थी थोड़ी बहुत, like supporting your maids or like giving education to the children. That is the kind of activity which I would always see my mom to do it, giving them good food. So उससे अच्छी qualities आई, but जब professionally काम करना, and just to share, I've left for like 5 jobs. I've literally left 5 jobs because of unethical practices. Again, I cannot name them, but yeah, I've done that. So sense में मेरा बहुत अच्छा experience इसलिए भी रहा because that's a very credible organization, very ethical, honestly, because it's a pan-India organization. I visited so many centers of theirs. They're improving the lives of more than 80,000 deafblind individuals. Deafblindness is a very unique. अब वही है कि मुझे 3 बजे भी रात को बोलोगे तो भी मैं इस बारे में बात कर सकती हूँ because it's in me. So deafblindness is a very unique disability. 95% of what we communicate is through eyes and ears. Imagine a person who has this disability cannot have that platform to communicate. Yeah, so they communicate through the sense of touch. So for them, I have like visited Bombay, Delhi, MP, so many cities, and spoken with so many companies, visited so many centers of theirs because they work through a partnership model basically. Yeah, so that organization for me will always be the one of the most incredible organization doing great work at ground level. And I personally believe marketing is very important for any enterprise, be it non-profit, be it for-profit. But इतना भी marketing नहीं होना चाहिए, being very honest, है ना, काम पे ज़्यादा focus होना चाहिए.
Very
तो वो
true.
एक
Very true.
ऐसी संस्था है, एक ऐसा NGO है इंडिया में जो काम पे ज़्यादा फोकस रखते हैं. बिकॉज कैसा होता है ना, आज बजट होता है कोई भी NGO का, राइट, इनकम एक्सपेंस अगेन. सो अगर आपको अच्छा फंडिंग आ रहा है तो इट डिपेंड्स ना कि वो किस पे इन्वेस्ट करना चाहेंगे. या तो वो 10 बच्चे और ऑनबोर्ड करेंगे जो डेफ ब्लाइंड है, या तो वो पैसा वो मार्केटिंग में भी डाल सकते हैं। मार्केटिंग में डालेंगे ऑब्वियसली एम्पलीफाई होने के चांसेस है, बट ये ऐसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है वो 10 बच्चे करके से आज 80,000 बच्चों तक पहुंची है, यू नो। सो आई वुड से या दैट इज अ वेरी इनक्रेडिबल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इन टर्म्स ऑफ एनजीओ.
So we should be like really, we should be appreciating them a lot, because if they are doing this work, and that also with so much of, you know, like putting in so much passion of theirs, so much time of theirs, with so passionately they are doing this work, I guess they deserve our appreciation. So yes, thank you so much for this, for serving us, for serving those people who are not having the privilege to get what others are having. Now we are moving towards the end of the podcast, and there are last few questions that I want to ask you. Starting with, what are some of the things, some of the, you can say, disadvantages, or some, you know, not very good, kind of ugly side of running a non-profit or CSR, or being a part of one, which the general public or the one who are aspiring right now to be a part of are not knowing?
Respect, I would say, being very honest. People do not give you respect. That is what I've seen. Because when I started doing my job, you know, जब मैं मास्टर्स भी करी थी तभी भी, बट जॉब में तो ज्यादा सोसाइटी में जैसे लिफ्ट में अंकल आंटी मिल जाते हैं, यू नो, रिलेटिव्स के वहां जा रहे हो, पूछते हैं ना बेटा क्या कर रहे हो, है ना। तो वो मुझसे पूछा जाता था, मैं वही बोलती थी कि यू नो एनजीओ में काम कर रही हूँ। अच्छा एनजीओ में काम कर रहे हो, वहाँ क्या काम होता है, सैलरी थोड़ी मिलती होगी, लाइक यू नो दैट, या। सो एंड यू वोंट बिलीव, आई वाज जस्ट टेलिंग माय टीम आल्सो, आई थिंक कल ही बोल रही थी, बता रही थी उनको, मैं लास्ट एक समिट में गई थी, CSR summit in Delhi. I met the founder of HCL Foundation, you know, and she also told the same thing in her speech that क्योंकि अब देखो कंपनी टू कंपनी होता है ना, वो कंपनी इंडिया में नहीं पूरे वर्ल्ड में काम करी, HCL टेक्नोलॉजीज, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट देम, यू नो। एंड वो अगर ट्रैवल करते हैं अलग अलग देश में, यू नो, वहाँ पे भी CSR सपोर्ट करते हैं बिकॉज उनकी नो पॉलिसी है। तो भी उनके घर में, उनके नोन में ऐसा बोला जाता है कि आप तो इंटरनेशनल ट्रैवल कर रहे हो एनजीओ के नाम पे, something like that, you know. So people are not considering or thinking while speaking, like before speaking also, not while speaking, before speaking also. So I think this is the major challenge, and I obviously as an individual I've never thought of that way, but 1% तो लगता है ना, क्योंकि जैसे कैसे होता है, कोई डॉक्टर होता है, जैसे इंडिया में कैसे डॉक्टर हो तो बहुत रिस्पेक्ट है, विच इज गुड, है ना। आज कितना भी कोई बुरा कर लेगा, जैसे ऑब्वियसली एवरीबडी नोज अबाउट द कोलकाता केस, बट कभी भी मतलब उसमें तो ऑब्वियसली उनके लेडी के साथ बुरा हुआ, बट इन जनरल आई एम सेइंग कुछ भी हो जाएगा तो कुछ प्रोफेशन में ना इंडिया में बहुत रिस्पेक्ट है। स्पोर्ट्स का आप ले लो, यू नो, लॉयर ले लो, कुछ भी, तो बहुत अच्छी रिस्पेक्ट है, विच इज वेरी नाइस। बट इस चीज में मुझे मेजरली लगता है ना, क्योंकि नॉलेज नहीं है ना लोगों को, तो वहाँ रिस्पेक्ट नहीं आती है लोगों की। रिस्पेक्ट से मतलब इट्स अ ब्रॉडर टर्म, बट मेन ये कि अच्छा पैसे कमाते हो, इससे कैसे पैसे कमा सकते हो, एनजीओ में थोड़ी ऐसा होता है। बट आप एग्जाम्पल, इफ one person who is working in a bank, you know, at a senior level, she denotes her time as a volunteer. That's a volunteering activity, right? But people like me, people like you, who are doing an initiative, who are working for a cause, you know, so it's not wrong that if we are like earning as in like salary mil rahi hai na, something like that. So yeah, this is the ugly side, I would say. But again, that should not demotivate anyone, because I feel we do not live for others. What do you say? Validation के लिए नहीं हमें जीना चाहिए, हमें अपने लिए जीना चाहिए। और जो लोग मैटर करते हैं उनको आप समझा सकते हो, एम्पावर कर सकते हो, बाकी अपना काम करो, जिसको समझ में अच्छा है, जिसको नहीं समझ में इट्स ओके, आई टेक इट दैट वे।
That's a very bold statement, and that's, I mean, is this experiences in itself too much, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I related to that part, because I have myself experienced that when I was running in jail, people used to say कि enjoy the चला रहे हो. It's like whenever I told them, they had that feeling कि I'm asking them for handouts or something. So that is, I guess, that notion, even I feel that is need to be changed, and that's very much evident. People like they know somewhere about it, but they think it's कितना ही होगा. I mean, how much it would be affecting me, was like as attitude है. But yes, this experience, I guess this should be an eye opener for everyone, knowing that this happens.
Yes, true.
But again, this podcast again aims कि we want to this podcast aims to explore the any profession, any industry in deep, and we are doing that only today. So this thing is also needed to be known over here, and I'm so happy that you shared this with us, because I guess this will help the aspiring social entrepreneurs to keep in mind that if you are being the change, if you are being the catalyst of change, if you want to bring the change, you will have to face the consequences.
Correct.
Yes. So now, wrapping up, last two questions I'm having. The first one being, who is Devangna Bhatia? Who is Devangna Goyal Bhatia, and what made her the Devangna ma'am that I'm having a conversation with today?
Okay, that's a tough one. अभी तक मैंने इतना सोचा नहीं था बोलने से पहले, but so I'm a simple girl, being very honest. I don't dream, I don't have like high big dreams or something like that. एक मुझे मतलब जब ये जर्नी वाइज भी अगर बात करूँ, वर्क वाइज पर्सनली, आई जस्ट वांटेड टू डू समथिंग गुड. अच्छा काम करना था, क्योंकि वही अपब्रिंगिंग रही है हमेशा से. माई डैड यूज्ड टू ऑलवेज से कम कमाओ लेकिन अच्छा कमाओ. जो काम करो अच्छे से करो. सो आई एम वेरी पर्टिकुलर एज अ पर्सन. आई हैव लाइक बीइंग वेरी ऑनेस्ट, मेरे बहुत एथिक्स, आई से स्ट्रॉन्ग एथिक्स है. आई कांट टेक, मतलब मैं मतलब बोलते हैं ना, झूठ नहीं सह सकती, कुछ गलत होते हुए नहीं सह सकती. ऐसा नहीं कि मैं बहुत ही सच्ची इंसान हूँ, like but majorly, like I can't stand like wrong things. And yeah, my personality is I always love taking stand for my friends, family. And I'm someone, I'm very opinionated. I always have a lot of opinions on everything and everyone, that way. And I can't lie. Yeah, so if I don't like someone, I'll be very upfront about it. I'm a sweet, I have an extreme side, to be very honest. जब स्वीट होती हूँ तो बहुत स्वीट होती हूँ, जब नहीं होती, एंड इफ समवन ट्रिगर्स मी लाइक वेरी बैडली, देन यू आर गॉन. सो मैं बिल्कुल मेरे डैड पे गई इन दैट रिगार्ड. एंड एवरी पर्सन, आई थिंक, अपने पेरेंट्स पे ऑब्वियसली दोनों की क्वालिटीज लेते हैं. So my mom is very social. So I'm a very social person. You can say social butterfly. Just to share, I'm a passionate foodie also. I started my food blogging page 6.5 years ago.
Okay.
Again, during that time, ऐसा कुछ फूड ब्लॉगर का बहुत कुछ नहीं था, जैसे अब बहुत ज्यादा हो गया ना. नाउ एवरी सेकंड और थर्ड पर्सन इज अ फूड ब्लॉगर और अ ब्लॉगर. बीइंग वेरी ऑनेस्ट, जब मैंने शुरू किया था, अगेन एट द एज ऑफ 25, आई वुड से व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड. सो तभी भी इतनी समझ थी कि लोगों, मतलब वेरी प्रोफेशनल, समथिंग लाइक दैट. So in a nutshell, I'm a very professional person. I value time a lot, and yeah, that's me. I'm more into networking, very social. If I'm quiet, that's very rare. But yeah, I'm always talking, and सब बोलते हैं कि आप आते हो तो मतलब बहुत चहकते हो, like my in-laws also say that way. So I like
really
that.
good compliment.
So I like that way, कि अच्छे से खुश रहो और सबको खुश रखो. So yeah, I'm that kind of a person.
Wow. So basically, you are like as a complete package of social butterfly.
Yeah.
All
Completely.
included, everything's included. Oh,
Yes.
that's amazing.
Yes.
So yes, and again, from your whole story, I can say one thing, that be it any field, be it CSR, be it unconventional field, be it creative field, whatever. If you have the will, you have the way, and yes, अगर सही में वो चाह है तो अब्बा भी मान जाएंगे.
सही बात
So
है. मान गए.
अब्बा मान गए. Exactly. अब्बा नहीं मानेंगे नहीं होगा, अब्बा मानेंगे for sure. So with that, we are at the end of this podcast. Before leaving, one message for our awesome listeners, for these guys. One message.
Just follow your passion, don't give up, and talk to everyone. When I say talk to everyone in terms of your work, ऐसा नहीं कि एक ने मना कर दिया तो दूसरा नहीं करेगा. कोई ना कोई है जो आपके काम को कभी मना नहीं करेगा. You just have to find out. So for that, you have to reach out to n number of people. Yeah. So yeah, there's always someone, like-minded people, and always believe in togetherness, collaborations. Because it's always good. You never know, other person also has the same thought. So yeah.
Amazing. That's, in a nutshell, that's everything that we need to know, I guess. Because learning is, I guess, from this whole conversation, from your whole journey, I can take one thing, that learning at every point is very important.
True. Very true.
Right? And if someone who has the ability to learn at every single point of time anything with passion, it's like, not they have to become expert at it for sure, But if they have the ability to learn, to have that much humility that, okay, I don't know anything, I'm again at square one, and I can go again and I can learn again and I can aspire to become the best at least. If that skill, I guess any person, any single person is having now, they just do the.
Yes, true.
I mean that's one thing that I infer from your conversation, that yes, learning is so important, be it any field, especially this one. And having this personal experience myself, I guess I really felt a lot relatable. I mean, हर एक पॉइंट पे लग रहा था यार ये तो कुछ ज्यादा ही मतलब एकदम ऐसा हुआ है कुछ चीजें तो
Yes,
कुछ चीजें तो
relatable.
very relatable. So with that being said, we are at the end of this really amazing podcast. It was like I wish कि मैं इसको like और इससे like we would have gone in more deep understanding every single aspect of it, and I wish the conversation I would have taken more. This conversation would have lasted more longer, but time is our enemy. So with that being said, we are at the end of this episode. Thank you so much everyone for tuning in,
Thank you.
and I'll meet you guys in the next episode. Till that, I'll see you all. This is your host and host Apurusha signing off. And cut.